Hi all, this is Nidhi here. So today in this class I'm going to discuss the third method of the price elasticity of demand. That is, third method is the total expenditure method, also known as total outlay method. It is suggested by the Professor Marcel. This method is calculated using the expenditure incurred by the household to purchase the commodity. So here children, I have taken three situations and here I am taking the price column, quantity column, total expenditure. So total expenditure, you can see I will calculate total expenditure by using price into quantity method. See, so here we are going to do price into quantity, and here in this column effect on total expenditure, TE is the total expenditure. Please don't use the short form, or always use the full form of total expenditure. Clear? And here I have taken elasticity of demand. Now children, here are three situations. In first situation, here it is saying that in situation A, when price falls from 2 to 1, quantity demanded, see, quantity demanded is increasing. When price falls, quantity demanded is increasing. So my total expenditure is 8. That is 2 into 4 is 8, 1 into 8 is 8. So what I can see here, when price falls, my total expenditure remains same. Or when price rises, see from the bottom, when price rises, still my total expenditure remains same. That means when my price either increases or decreases, that means when my price rising or falling, if total expenditure remains same, that means my elasticity of demand is equals to 1. That is unitary. Only children, here we have to focus the price column and total expenditure column. Clear? Situation A. Now situation B. When my price falls from rupees 2 to rupees 1, my quantity increasing from 4 to 10. And see my expenditure column, 2 into 4 is 8, 1 into 10 is 10. That means when my price falls, my total expenditure is increasing. Clear? That means what? It is going in the opposite direction, inverse relation. Or suppose when my price rises from rupees 1 to 2, my total expenditure falls from 10 to 8. That means there is an inverse relationship. Whenever price and total expenditure moves in the opposite direction, then my elasticity of demand will be greater than 1. Clear? When my price is falling, my total expenditure is increasing. When my price rising, my total expenditure falls. That means moving in the opposite direction. Here my elasticity of demand is greater than 1. Clear? Look at situation C. When my price is falling, my quantity demanded is 3 to 4. That means it's increasing. But here my total expenditure is also falling. When my price falls, my total expenditure also falls. When my price rises from rupees 1 to 2, my total expenditure also rising. That means moving in the same direction, elasticity of demand will be less than 1. Clear? So see, moving in the same direction, there is a direct relation between price and total expenditure. That means ED is less than 1. I hope this column, this one is clear to you. Moving on to the diagram, here I have taken, this is the diagram, here I have taken TE is the total expenditure. I am talking about this T, this E. OX axis I have taken total expenditure. Here in OY axis I have taken price. Clear? Now see children, when price is OP, can you see OP? When price is OP, my expenditure was OM. Clear? Now when my price falls from OP to OP1, when my price falls from OP to OP1, my expenditure increases from OM to OM1. See? Can you see? My price falls, my expenditure increases. So what I can see here, inverse relationship, this is a downward sloping curve you can see. So ED is greater than 1. What I told here, inverse relation, ED will be greater than 1. So same thing, when my price falls, my expenditure is increasing. Clear? So look at the TB portion, only this TB portion. this is a downward sloping, and see, when my price falls from OP to OP1, my total expenditure increases from OM to OM1. So first point is, please note it down with me, when price falls from OP to OP1, total expenditure increases from OM to OM1. Please note it down. First point. This is the TB portion. Clear? Now look at the BC part. BC part here, what you can see, when price falls from OP1 to OP2. See, this is the BC portion. See? Clear? Up to this you have to see. When price falls from OP1 to OP2, up to this. Clear? My total expenditure remains the same. See? This red line, can you see? My total expenditure, this much is same. Okay? I can say at level of OM1. Clear? Again I am repeating. Look at BC portion. Clear? What I can see here is that when my price falls from OP1 to OP2, see, OP1 to OP2, my total expenditure remains unchanged. That means at the level of OM1. My expenditure was still at OM. See this line, red line, and at OP2 level, still my expenditure is same. See, at OM1. Can you see this portion? I am just doing it with the black pen. This and this. See, my expenditure remains the same. ED is equals to 1. Clear, children? Now, when my price falls from OP2 to OP3, look at CE part. When my price falls from OP2 to OP3, my expenditure falls from OM1 to OM. Clear? When my price was OP2, my expenditure was OM1. When my price falls from OP2 to OP3, my expenditure reduces from OM1 to OM. So that means ED is less than 1. Clear? ED is less than 1. This is the upward sloping. What I said, upward sloping is the direct relation. So ED will be less than 1. Clear? Now, you see, children, here what I can see here is that we can see that between T and B zone, elasticity is greater than 1. Between B and C zone, elasticity is equals to 1. Between C and E zone, elasticity is less than 1. So what I can see, children, that total expenditure method enables us to know only whether price elasticity is greater than 1, equal to 1 or less than 1. Clear? It does not show us that exact measure. It does not give us the exact measure of the price elasticity. Only it just shows whether it is equals to 1, greater than 1 or less than 1. So this is the third method which I have explained. If any doubt, any problem, children, please write it in my comment box, and please like and subscribe my channel so that other children can get benefit of it. Thank you.